I ran my first ever marathon last year. It went pretty badly. It was a really hot day and I naively set out too fast, which left me cramping and struggling to finish, also known as hitting the wall.
Everything feels tingly. I can't move. Like I feel so fine, but my legs just aren't turning over. Oh, far out. Really tough.
Regardless, I really enjoyed the experience, and so we're back this year for the Sydney Marathon 2024. I've had an interesting training block this year, but nevertheless, I was super excited to be running in this sold out race.
Walking to the start line now. Again, didn't get any sleep, but we'll be right. Super excited. It's gonna be a really good day.
It was quite an early start and absolutely freezing in the morning.
Mara day. It's a bit cold, a bit dark, way earlier than last year, but yeah, super excited.
I was really eager to get going, and soon we were ushered into our race pens where we had to wait a tiny bit longer.
Just by myself at the moment.
The sun was coming up now, but I was still freezing and anxious. I was losing a lot of energy in the cold, but soon we were moving. This year, we started at North Sydney Oval, the same start as the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games Marathon, which is pretty awesome. My initial plan was to run with the pace group, however that quickly fell apart as I had to wait even longer. So with my cheap douchebag sunnies on and wearing my LESHGO singlet, I eagerly set off feeling excited and energized.
Sydney Marathon 2024. Let's get it.
This year, a record 25,000 participants were running. And to make it even more exciting, this was a marathon candidate race for Sydney to join the Abbotts World Major Races, alongside the likes of New York, London, and Boston.
Oh, this is an epic view. Just catching the sunrise. This is awesome.
Running over the Sydney Harbour Bridge really never gets old. Everyone is super energized and excited, but I tried not to get too ahead of myself and focused on taking it easy. There is still a long way to go.
Looks like it's just me, myself, and I at the moment.
Over the bridge, you could feel the wind, which only got stronger throughout the day.
Nice and easy. Just ran over the Harbour Bridge, getting into kilometre 3. That's it. Feeling good. Perfect day for running today. Coming up to 5Ks now. Just took the first gel, running through Piedmont, around 5.5Ks in.
Compared to last year, running through Piedmont was much more enjoyable as the course had changed and it was a lot less crowded. Or maybe I was just a bit more sensible and not trying to weave through everyone.
I love your video.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Inspired me to run this one.
Really?
I saw your video from last year. I'm like, yeah.
That's
It was a
epic.
struggle, but yeah.
You crushed it. Thanks, man.
Me too.
Just hit 7Ks. Feeling good. Nice to see some supporters.
Here, I tried keeping my eye on my heart rate and focused on keeping it low.
That is stunning. A tiny bit of uphill, just monitoring the pace. Keeping easy. That was 9Ks in, going uphill, feeling alright. Sun comes out.
This is a beautiful view overlooking Darling Harbour.
Good. That's 10. Let's go.
During training over these past weeks, my knee has been niggling and I was sure if anything was to fail me today, it would be my legs and knees. Because of this, I stayed cautious.
Still feeling good. Left leg is flaring up a bit, but nothing to worry about. That's Barangaroo behind us. Running towards Circular Quay now. Around 11Ks in.
Here, I was feeling really energized and focused on holding a steady pace.
Coming up to the Harbour Bridge now. Around 12Ks in.
Very few things beat the view you get at the 12-kilometer mark, and for me, it felt like another shot of coffee.
This is so nice. This is so good. Really enjoying the time out here now. Heart rate is creeping, just keeping it easy.
The 14 kilometers marks the beginning of a long 50-meter elevation ascent. I slowed my pace here and remained conservative. A little hack for when you run your marathon, generally go for the later cups as it's a lot less congested.
Coming up on 16Ks. Legs are hurting a bit, but feeling good.
I seriously don't know if I could get a worse shot if I tried, but here is the winner of the Sydney Marathon 2024.
Pretty good. Having fun.
Oxford Street felt like a giant party, and at this point, Matt, who was in a previous wave, caught up to me. It was good to see a familiar
How are
face.
you feeling? Oh, awesome. Hey, you're cruising. You're looking good. You're looking good.
Feeling good.
Feeling good. Oh,
Yeah.
epic. Feeling alright. Legs are iffy. See you later. Let's go. Pretty flat for a bit now. Coming up 18Ks. Feeling good. It's good to see Matt. Keeping an eye on pace, but hey, this weather's 10 times better than last year. So nice.
I'm really settling into a comfortable pace and maintaining now.
This is shelf 4. Get it done. 20Ks.
The wind was really strong here, and I tried to tuck in behind people to optimize my slipstream for increased speed.
Need to really keep an eye on the legs here. Definitely not at 0, so yeah, manage. Alright, that's halfway. 21 kilometers to go. Let's keep a strong pace. And hold on, let's go.
My feet and leg continued to ache, but I'm feeling really positive and happy with how I'm running so
Bit
far.
of a headwind right now, but luckily when we turn around, that's tailwind, so not bad. That's the 340 pace group. So I'm feeling a bit cheeky. I could tuck in right behind them, but we'll see. Let's test the body.
One of the things I did better this year was just to run my own race and not worry too much about trying to keep up or catch groups or people. The 340 group felt a bit too quick for me, so I stuck to my plan and let them slide.
Heading back now. Doing okay. That's 23Ks. Looking good, but it's the legs. Not a problem. We're cruising.
Respect to all the runners in cool costumes, but there is something a bit demoralizing about being passed by someone dressed as a Ninja Turtle.
That's 24. Doing alright.
Heading back into the city was with a tailwind, so whilst I was sore, it felt easier mentally.
5th gel. Let's get it down. Just hit 25Ks. Lungs fine. Legs, more of a problem. But yeah, feeling good. Still trying.
This was awesome to see the crowds line the streets.
Just past 26. About to head into Centennial Park. A little throwback to the wall in there. But feeling okay right now.
I remember here I started to feel a bit hungry, and from my experiences, I know hitting the wall would soon follow. This was the most uncertain point of the race for me, as the finish line still seemed far away, and I didn't know if I could sustain the pace.
So much energy. Heading into Centennial Park for a loop at 28 and a half.
At this point, I hear my AirPods die and check my phone to see that it was dead, having run out of battery. So that's it. I've been really good with my time management, but I completely failed to consider my phone battery management, and I was actually quite annoyed until...
Hey, Mom? Yes? Are you with me? Can I borrow your phone? My phone's dead. Can I take it? Can I take your phone? We're back online. Epic 30 at 30Ks. Poor phone battery management. But managed to see Mum. Thank you. Shout out to the family for coming out. "31Ks in."
As I come up to the 32-kilometer mark, a stark difference from how I felt last year, I knew I had gas in the tank and was able to lift my pace.
32, 10Ks. Let's go. Coming out of Centennial. Doing well.
Whilst my legs were sore, coming out of Centennial Park, I knew being conservative had paid off and I was feeling amazing.
Heading back now, feeling fresh. Epic. So good, so good. Little throwback. This is exactly where we bonked last year. Alright. Not this year. We're doing well. Cruising. Goodness, this killed me last year. Right here. Last uphill. Let's push. Just past the 35k mark. That's 7 k's to push. Heading back downhill now. Doing well. Doing well. Let's go. 36 k's in. Almost there. Almost there.
I love seeing the supporters and I was really enjoying my time. As I head back downhill towards the Opera House, I let my legs carry me.
Strong finish now. Strong finish. Legs hurt, but we push. We push.
You can also see just how windy it got here.
Heading into mismatched chair now. Lastly, let's kick.
Coming into the 38km mark, I am filled with adrenaline and able to weave through people as I kick with the last of my energy. We're absolutely pounding pavement.
It's all adrenaline now. 3 Ks, 3 Ks. 3 Ks, that's it. That's it. Last uphill. Oh, the legs are heavy. The legs are heavy. Got 2 Ks left. 2 Ks left. Let's push. Last kick. Last push down here. Yes. Feeling good.
Exiting out of the loop and onto the final downhill effort, I was feeling ecstatic and really able to let my legs fly.
Straight downhill now. Kick. Let's go.
Any thoughts of injury or pain were gone and I was soaking up the atmosphere. As I hit the final stretch downhill towards the Opera House, I let loose.
This is so cool.
The road was lined with supporters, friends, and family, and the energy was absolutely infectious. I actually ended up catching up to the 340 paces. An absolutely electric finish at the Sydney Opera House with thousands of people cheering. Few things beat crossing the finish line after having run 42 kilometers, and I was ecstatic with my time of 3 hours and 48 minutes. Personal best of over 40 minutes.
That was good. I'm happy with that. I'm so chuffed. Let's go.
I collected my finisher's medal and caught up with Matt, who had just finished earlier.
Bit of redemption. Let's go. Seats. Yeah.
It's been a bit since the marathon and I just wanted to share a few quick thoughts on my race. Some things that really helped me this time around was number one, sticking to a race plan. So as you saw, I started off really conservatively and was able to push hard at the end. Could I have run faster if I ran more of an even split and pushed a bit harder at the beginning? Possibly, but regardless, I'm still really happy with the result and there's still heaps of room for improvement. So hopefully we can come back better. I found the weather this year was perfect for me. And although it was a bit windy, it kind of had a bit of a cooling effect, so it was quite nice. And finally, having marathon experience this year was really key for me. This time around, I felt a lot more comfortable, and because of that, I was able to soak up the environment. Shout out to the few people that came up to me during the race and said hi. It really filled me with a lot of energy, and it was genuinely nice to meet you all. A huge thank you to all the volunteers, organizers, performers, friends and families that came out to support us. There was a massive difference between last year and this year, and it just made for an amazing experience for everyone. And I'm optimistic that Sydney might just become a major. I hope you can get a bit of inspiration out of this video, and if you've ever thought about doing a marathon, just do it. I guarantee you won't regret the experience. We'll see you out there next time.